Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful town, there lived three best friends, Aarav, Kabir, and Rohan. This is a story of true friendship, trust, and forgiveness. It's about how one mistake can test a bond, and how love and honesty can make it stronger again.
In a small town surrounded by green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived three best friends, Aarav, Kabir, and Rohan. They had been together since childhood. They went to the same school, played the same games, and shared all their secrets. Everyone in the town admired their friendship. Aarav was the calm and wise one. Kabir was the funny and cheerful one. And Rohan, the most clever among them, was ambitious and always dreaming of success.
As they grew up, life started to change. They finished their studies and decided to start a small business together. They collected their savings, worked day and night, and finally opened a small handmade craft shop in the market. Their business began to grow slowly, and people loved their products.
But as money started coming in, greed entered Rohan's heart. He began thinking, I am the one who handles the accounts. No one will know if I keep a little extra for myself. At first, he took only small amounts, but slowly his greed grew. He started taking more and more, always telling himself that he deserved it because he worked harder than the others. Aarav and Kabir, who trusted him completely, never suspected a thing. They always praised Rohan for his intelligence and honesty.
Months passed, and one day, when they went to buy new materials for their shop, they realized that a huge amount of money was missing. Aarav calmly asked, Rohan, did we spend this somewhere? The numbers don't seem to match. Rohan's heart began to race. He lied. Yes, I gave some money to the supplier. He said he'll send the products next week. But deep inside, he knew what he had done. Days turned into weeks, the products never arrived, and their shops started losing customers. Kabir and Aarav worked even harder to save the business, while Rohan's guilt grew heavier each day. One night, Rohan couldn't sleep. He saw his reflection in the mirror and whispered to himself, I betrayed my friends, the only people who ever trusted me. What have I done? Tears rolled down his face. He decided that the next morning he would confess everything.
When he reached the shop, Aarav and Kabir were cleaning and organizing things as usual. Rohan's eyes filled with tears as he said, I don't deserve your friendship. I was the one who took the money. I lied to you both. Please forgive me. I was greedy and foolish. There was silence for a moment. Kabir looked shocked, while Aarav's eyes softened with sadness. Then Aarav stepped forward, placed a hand on Rohan's shoulder, and said gently, You realized your mistake, Rohan. That's what matters most. We trusted you. And though you broke that trust, we also believe that everyone deserves a second chance. Kabir nodded with a faint smile and added, Friendship isn't just about good times. It's about forgiving when someone truly regrets their mistake.
Rohan broke down, crying. From that day onward, he changed completely. He became honest, hardworking, and loyal. Together, they rebuilt their business, stronger and more successful than ever before. Years later, People in the town would often say, "Those three friends, they are the perfect example of trust, forgiveness, and true friendship." Moral of the story: true friendship isn't about perfection. It's about forgiveness, honesty, and standing by each other even when one makes mistakes.
We hope you enjoyed this beautiful story about friendship and forgiveness. If you learned something valuable today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends to spread kindness and honesty. And yes, subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories every week. Thank you for watching. See you in the next story.